I've just arrived in Constantinople, May 1453. This city is the last surviving piece of the Roman Empire. Not medieval Europe, not a myth. Rome, still breathing, still standing after 1,000 years. And it is about to fall in 53 days. It doesn't start with fire. It starts with drums. Constantinople sits on a triangular peninsula. Water on two sides. The Sea of Marmara to the south. The Golden Horn to the north. On the western land side, the Theodosian Walls. 3 layers. Built in 413 AD and never once successfully breached. This is what's standing between 50,000 people inside this city and what's coming. What's coming is Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II. He is 21 years old, obsessed with this city since childhood. He has 80,000 to 100,000 soldiers. And the largest cannon ever built in human history. A Hungarian engineer named Urban offered to build it for the Byzantine Emperor first. The emperor couldn't afford it. Mehmed could. So here we are, from the Western Walls. Tents, fires, flags, horses as far as I can see. The Byzantine defenders standing with me, around 7,000 against 100,000. The odds are so bad they feel fictional. The man next to me is Giovanni Giustiniani, a Carra, a Genoese soldier. If this city survives, it will be largely because of him.
He is calm in a way that makes you nervous, not reassured.
How are your men holding up?
We hold. That is all there is. We hold.
Inside the city, markets are still open. Bread is being baked. Children are running. A service is happening at the Hagia Sophia. People praying God will protect these walls. Emperor Constantine XI, the last emperor of Rome. He has begged Venice, the Pope, anyone in Western Europe with an army.
The Venetians sent 11 ships. 11. The Genoese sent a small force. That is basically it.
Constantine knows he is probably going to die here. He is still here. He has refused to leave. An older woman grabs my arm. She thinks I'm a scribe.
Scribe, you must help us now.
Wait, what? I'm not a scribe.
No time. The Empire needs you.
Write that we were not abandoned by God. Write that we chose to stay. I'm writing it right now.
April 6th. The bombardment has started. Urban's cannon, they call it the Basilica. It takes 2 hours to reload. But when it fires, the ground moves. The air moves. I felt it in my teeth.
A section of the outer wall was standing this morning. It is rubble this afternoon.
The Byzantines work through the night, filling gaps with earth and timber.
April 22nd. I'm at the Golden Horn, watching Ottoman soldiers drag ships over land. They built a road of greased logs across a hill and physically hauled 70 ships across land. 70 ships over a hill in one night. The city's northern waterfront is now exposed. The ships are here. They've broken through the defenses and they're in the Golden Horn, closer than they should be. Giustiniani's face when the news hit Peo. The first time I've seen him look worried. Just for a second. The mood has changed. Quieter. Heavier.
A priest tells me he saw a column of light rise from the Hagia Sophia's dome and vanish into the sky.
He believes it was the Holy Spirit departing the city. He said it calmly. Constantine calls a final council. He does not pretend. The city is likely to fall. He asks them only for one thing. Fight as if it will not. That sentence hit me harder than anything else I've seen here. The defenders haven't had a full night's sleep since April 6th. I've seen soldiers sleeping standing up, men crying quietly, then going back to their posts. I found a young defender, maybe 17, eating a small piece of bread.
I was born here. My father was born here. This city is the only thing that has ever existed for me.
What do you think happens if the walls fall? Paklin. He didn't answer. He went back to the wall. May 22nd, a lunar eclipse. The moon turns blood red. Everyone has stopped. This is an omen.
The next day, Thode. Thick fog rolls in. When it lifts, people report a strange light around the dome.
Morale drops through the floor. May 28th, the night before the final assault. Constantine orders a procession through the city.
The Ottomans are at our walls. They are the descendants of Greeks and Romans. Let them hear the echoes of our power.
To die for their faith and city is not a loss. It is a glory that does not end when the body does. He asks every man who has wronged another to seek forgiveness tonight. And they do. I have been trying to keep it together. I am not keeping it together right now. Constantine takes communion, says goodbye to his court, goes back to the walls. He doesn't sleep. May 29th. Before dawn, the drums hear faster, continuous. Then the horns, then tens of thousands of voices. I have been trying to keep it together. I am not keeping it together right now. Constantine takes communion, says goodbye to his court, goes back to the walls. He doesn't sleep. May 29th. Before dawn, the drums hear faster, continuous. Then the horns, then tens of thousands of voices. First waves pave irregular troops. Byzantines hold. Second wave pay Anatolian regulars. Hand to hand on rubble. For 2 hours, the walls hold. Then something small ends an empire. Giustiniani, the wound K, do not leave us now! Giustiniani is wounded. Badly. He asks Constantine for a gate key to reach a ship. Something shifts. That defiant, impossible energy holding the line for 53 days. I feel it change. Then someone finds the Kerko Porta, a small postern gate. Someone left it unlocked. Ottoman soldiers push through, enemy fighters inside the walls.
Behind the defenders!
Someone shouts it. They are inside the walls. That is the moment that ends Rome. Not the cannon, not the numbers. A gate, left unlocked. The line collapses. Fighting moves into the streets. I am running. I will be honest. I am running.
Thousands flood into the Hagia Sophia, priests still performing liturgy as battle gets closer. An hour later, the doors break open.
One of the worst hours I have witnessed in any time. The priests didn't stop. Until they couldn't. Constantine the 11th, the last Roman emperor. Nobody sees exactly what happens to him. Please, have you seen him? Last seen at the walls, note, tearing off his insignia.
Goes into the fighting as a soldier.
Goes into the fighting as a soldier. His body is never identified. Accounts of a man in imperial purple boots among the dead. An emperor disappearing into a battle like a wave into the sea. By midday, it's over. Mehmed II rides in on a white horse, goes directly to the Hagia Sophia. He picks up a handful of dirt and pours it over his head. Humility before God. He is 21 years old. He calls himself Kaiser i Rum, Caesar of Rome. He genuinely believes he is not destroying Rome. He believes he is inheriting it. History is strange that way. The fall of Constantinople doesn't just end something, it starts something. Byzantine scholars flee west, carrying texts Western Europe hasn't seen in centuries. Plato, Aristotle, ancient Greek science and mathematics grew, flooding into Italy. This accelerates what we call the Renaissance. 40 years later, a Genoese sailor named Christopher Columbus pitches an idea to the Spanish crown. You know how that one goes. The fall of one city. The beginning of the modern world. I found that 17-year-old boy. He made it out, sitting by the water, looking at the Bosphorus, the city behind him still smoking.
I sit next to him. There's nothing to say. Is there anything left?
I think about the manuscripts heading west, the scholars boarding ships. Yeah, there's something left. But I'm a time traveler. I know what the manuscripts become. I know what the questions these people asked had about faith, power, civilization, Picao eventually produce. The walls of Constantinople fell on May 29, 1453. Rome had been standing in one form or another for 2,206 years. It ended not with an emperor on a golden throne, but with a man in purple boots, sword in hand, somewhere in the chaos, refusing to leave. That's the part I keep coming back to. That's the part I think you should keep coming back to.